I have the CEO of Palace Cinema himself, the organisers of the Lavazza Italian Film Festival. Welcome for the first time in front of the Zeccola TV cameras, Mr. Benjamin Zeccola.
Thank you. Well, my grandfather used to run films in the church hall in Muro Lucano, which is in Basilicata. In Lucania. My father prefers to say Lucania, but I think it's called Basilicata.
Basilicata, of course.
I don't know what the politics or history of that is, but
if you happen to know, send us an email, thebacalao@hotmail.com.
yeah. So he would run the films in the church hall. A little bit like in the film Cinema in Paradiso.
Oh, yes.
And this is a story that was repeated everywhere in Italy, in every village, in
Yes.
all the hundreds or thousands of villages. There were 2 or 3 churches and people running films there. And that was my nonno, and that perhaps instilled it in my father's blood as well as a child.
Mm-hmm.
And they came to Australia in 1956, the year the bridge over the River Kwai won the Academy Award for Best Picture.
Yes.
And my nonno and my uncle and my dad started running the Metropolitan Cinema in Brunswick.
Wow, who can remember the Metropolitan Cinema in Brunswick? I certainly can.
And then nonno and I think the cinema had to be closed,
Yes.
and they all went off in different directions, and my father started renting cinemas and playing movies.
Wow.
And then it grew from there.
It grew from there. Now the Palace now includes not only the Como, not only the one in Baldwin, there's one in Westgarth.
Yep, we've got 6 in Melbourne: Keno, Como, Brighton Bay, Dendy Brighton, Westgarth you mentioned.
Yes.
I don't know if that's 6. Is that 6?
Yeah, close enough to 6. And I understand that your father, Antonio Zeccola, handed over the reins of Chief Executive Officer to your kind self, but you've been in the business for
20
many years.
20 years.
Up to that point anyway.
I went from year 12 straight to the mail room.
Wow.
I was doing the pick, pack, ship of VHS videos to
Yes.
Video Easy, and worked my way up from the mail room.
Okay, from year 12, were you dragged or did you freely walk into that?
I jumped in. I
Really?
always wanted to help my dad. I spent all of my weekends and all of my holidays following my dad around cinemas.
Wow.
So yeah, that's how I got into it.
Mhm.
And I would even go after school, catch the tram to the office and hang around the office, learning the business from when I was
Oh.
old. The Italian Film Festival it's my father's idea. It was his hobby to begin with, and he brought in my sister and I to help organise the Italian Film Festival, and it grew from this small thing into this big business now.
Yeah.
And there's basically we have the terrible job of travelling to the film festivals all around the world and watching films all day, and then we have to go out to the restaurants. We're in Cannes Film Festival, Berlin, Venice, and Toronto, and we're trying to buy these films. You have to have dinner with the sales agents and the directors and the producers and sometimes the stars.
So that was just, oh no.
You have to
Oh,
you
dear.
do whatever it takes to get these films
Yes, of course.
into the festival.
Yes.
And it's a hard slog.
Yeah, I bet it is.
It's
I
not
bet-
easy getting into a limousine and travelling
It's
first
not.
class to
It-
Venice.
It is not. I'm waiting for the
and
bit where
having
you.
to work.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the bit where you say, Joe, I'm thinking ahead of the Italian Film Festival 2014, and we decided to have our own camera crew following us to do all that. I'm just waiting for that bit there. I'm still
That'd be
waiting.
good fun. That would be
Oh.
great. That would be great fun.
Yes, yeah. No argument from a bacala from at this point in time.
You find the sponsor.
Done.
I'll get the tickets.
Done. Okay. Dom, how much? No. Okay. So, 2013.
We go to the film festivals and we spend all day
Yes.
watching films. And this year in Cannes it was terrific because we watched film after film and they were great.
Yes.
So we got a sense straight away that it was going to be a great festival.
Yeah.
It started with La Grande Bellezza, the
Yes.
great beauty.
Tony Silver. Yeah.
And Tony Servillo is a fantastic actor,
Yes.
and the performance is unbelievable. He's this single man about town. He's an elderly gent, a bachelor, living it up in Roma, Bella Roma.
Mhm.
He's living la vita bella,
Yeah.
and it's just a wonderful journey that he goes on in this film, and he takes us with him, and it's like a dream, it's like
Mhm.
a Fellini film, and it is a homage to the Fellini style of filmmaking, where you just go with it. You travel on this journey, in this dream. It's not like an American film where it's 1, 2, 3, beginning, middle, end, and a traditional storytelling.
Yes.
So it's a beautiful journey. I love this film.
Yes, yes. The cover uses a close-up of two actors, Riccardo Scamarcio, very, very popular Italian actor, and Clara Ponsot, who incidentally is not an Italian actress, she's actually a French actress. She actually plays the part of a French girl in the film. The film that I'm talking about is Cosimo and Nicole. Why have I just mentioned Cosimo and Nicole, apart from the fact that they happen to be on your cover?
Because I've got a date coming up with Clara Ponsot. So my wife's coming and everyone's coming. The whole family will be there. Typical Italian affair.
Exactly.
But there's a French actress who's very beautiful coming out to support this film in the Italian Film Festival.
Benjamin, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for interrupting your busy schedule to be an honorary baccalaureate.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Okay, and once again, we'd please continue to promote Italian culture in this very unique and very stylish way by presenting Italy's best films for the Italian community not only the Italian community, the community at large, year in, year out. Benjamin Zeccola.